even get women that I'm fucking to come to my shows.
That's
Yeah, right?
That's a
What the fuck?
yeah. Welcome to Unseasoned.
Is this after you fuck them? Or I mean,
Performance reviews
all
aren't great,
That's
bro.
so funny. Oh
I
God.
can't get you to pay $12 for a ticket to come.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I love that. Welcome to Unseasoned. I'm dressed like I'm on a Mexican softball team, and
I actually am on a mostly Mexican softball team. That's where I'm heading right now.
I'm dressed like the manager.
Of a Bass Pro Shop.
that's funny. Oh,
Man, I screwed up this weekend, guys. Like, you ever make a decision in the moment that's a great decision, and then 10 minutes later it becomes a terrible decision?
yeah. We've all.
So it's
I've been on Tinder.
yeah. It's a good Friday night. I've got nothing scheduled on the calendar. I've been kind of low on sleep for the past few days, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take 3 50-milligram edibles. Then I'm gonna sleep for like 14 hours. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna catch up on my rest. There's nothing on my calendar. No big deal. 5:58 p.m. I take these edibles. 6:03 p.m. my phone rings. It's Raymond Orta, and he goes,
Shout
"Hey,
out Raymond Orta, the king of South Padre Island.
I'm in Houston tonight. I'm in Pasadena tonight. I'm doing a show. We got 200 pre-sold. You want to come to 15 minutes?" Yeah.
You did 10 milligrams for every minute.
Oh
I'm
my
at
God.
10 milligrams a minute.
You want to know what I would have vomited? I would have forced myself to vomit if I had like. All right, so this is how I would have played that. But I've seen you on. I don't know. All right, so you know how in the 70s everyone who played baseball was on cocaine.
Yeah.
That's a lot how Ben like Doc Gooden threw a no-hitter on LSD. Ben can have performances like that. I've seen him.
I wasn't worried about the performance at all, which sounds crazy, but like I'm not worried about me on stage. I've been high on stage before. I've been unsure if I was a person on stage before. I've been so disassociated.
Yeah.
Not a problem. The jokes are the jokes. It's the drive there and the drive back that are worrying me because it's about an hour and it's raining. So I leave immediately. I leave for a 9 o'clock show 45 minutes away at 6 because I want to get there before these fuckers.
He's trying to get back to Oklahoma, dude.
I'm trying to beat it. And I make it 10 minutes outside of the venue when they kick in, and it's like almost flooding rain. And I'm just in the right lane doing 7 miles an hour like a turtle.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this isn't good.
So that was Saturday night.
That was
right?
Saturday night.
So yeah, that's why you texted me all weird because you were like, "Hey, well, you didn't have anything on the schedule," and that was the first Saturday I'd had off.
know.
So you thought I would be able to give you a ride,
And
but
I was like, no.
my daddy got shit housed.
We'll journey to the Mushroom Kingdom
Yeah,
and found
yeah,
Princess Peach.
You texted me as well, and you were like, "Never mind, Will's got it," and you were fucked.
No, because I remember seeing that. Well, because I got super fucked up on Saturday too because it was my first Saturday off in a long time, and so I went over to the Riot Comedy Festival and had the barbecue, and it was after our fun Friday night. We'd gotten to know everyone, and and then I just started drinking watermelon cider at like 11, and then they had a barbecue emergency. I got texted barbecue emergency, and I was like, "All right, I'm your guy."
What constitutes a barbecue emergency?
Yeah, exactly. They needed someone to judge the barbecue.
Urgently.
Yeah.
We need 3 fat boys stat.
Well, I take barbecue judging very. I had to recuse myself, like Supreme Court justices should, because one of the competitors is a very close friend of mine, and they're from Amory, Mississippi. Shout out Willie B's Barbecue.
Well, it's not a blind test. Like they tell you who it is before.
Buddy.
The thing is, like, I feel like you're a bad friend. Because if I'm in a barbecue contest and you're a judge and they're unaware of that link and you recuse yourself, fuck you. You're a bad friend.
No, that's not
Use
a bad
your
friend.
privilege.
Yeah, like if you can't exploit your friend's privilege.
He still won. So, all right, he didn't need me. But
Overkill. I want full overkill.
I went full. I went to duh.
If you ever
it's not good just to beat your enemies. You must see them. You must.
If you ever fairly judge me in a competition, this friendship is fucking
That's
over.
that's why I would never fairly judge. I can't judge you. I can't judge either of you. Like if we're being really honest, like come on. If they asked me to judge something in Houston, like by any judge who says they're impartial to people they know is either a sociopath or a liar. So like, let's, you know, like, yeah, or yeah,
They're lying. Yeah. You hook your friends up. That's how the world works.
The comedy industry is entirely based on you hook your friends
We're
up.
not Nepo babies. We have to do what we can, dog.
That's a valid point. I have been operating under the incorrect assumptions of what America is.
Will still thinks this is a meritocracy, and it's so wild to see.
Yeah, you think when I get pulled over, which I did the other night, I don't pull out my veteran ID accidentally? Yeah, use what you got, bub.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh shit, my bad. It's dark. Wrong one.
Every time I get pulled over, I show a picture of me with Joe Rogan at the mothership. I literally go, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm going, and then they go, oh, you met Joe Rogan. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, I haven't gotten pulled over in months because of that. I haven't got a ticket in years.
Mm-hmm. I'm just always violently honest with the police.
Yeah.
Why does it smell like weed in here? I was smoking a joint in that Whataburger drive-thru, dude. It was taking forever. I live right over there. You can take me if you want to,
Wait,
but
have
there's
we
not
talked
much
about
in the
this
car.
on this podcast? Didn't a Whataburger employee call you unprofessional?
Yeah. Oh, I was so angry. So, like, I got off of a show at like 11 o'clock at night. It's an empty drive-thru at a Whataburger. I order my food. I've been smoking in the drive-thru. I'm not gonna put out my fucking joint for a Whataburger employee. Like, catch a contact or don't. But no. And the guy opens the window, takes my card, and smells it, and goes, "How unprofessional."
You're not at work.
First off, you don't know my job. I'd argue there's nothing more comic-y than being smoking in a car in a Whataburger drive-thru at close to midnight. It's like unprofessional. I don't have to fill out a survey, motherfucker. Like, I'm a customer.
Right.
As a base, I'm always right. Like, I've never felt so judged by somebody who makes $6 an hour.
The customer is all. You went so white, lady, though.
I know. Complete.
No, actually,
Can I speak to your manager?
Sir, I am allowed. This is America. I'm allowed to smoke the stickiest Vicky.
I almost played the card, too. I had it chambered, and I'm like, I don't want to escalate that hard. I was like, sir, you mean my medical marijuana for my cancer? I will lie about having cancer in a heartbeat to shame people. I do not care.
Oh, that's funny. What's the worst lie you've ever told?
Ooh. Okay. To sleep with a woman or not to sleep with a woman?
Okay, well, all right. To sleep with a woman, I don't know if that's necessarily lying.
Yeah, that's just the game.
Back in like the early 2000s, you'd get the people would leave the receipts at the ATMs, right? And you'd find the one with the most money on it. And that's what you'd write your number on to give to them, dude.
I had a rich friend.
Yeah.
I just took his ATM receipts.
That was a move. I remember people doing that move. I was a bouncer at a club in Oxford, Mississippi, and frat guys would do that. I fucking hated that move.
Bro, I was in the Marine Corps doing it. They knew I had no money. Like, fucking idiot.
Yeah, I think Marines get what, $9 a month?
Something like that. Free room aboard.
Dish. Is that what you call those things? I've seen those barracks.
Dude, the barracks in Miramar were so sick, dude. Yeah, we had a fucking little microwave and a mini fridge, dude.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome, bro.
To answer your original question, have to go with fake to fatal illness and eventually my own death to end a relationship I didn't have the balls to break up with a girl for. Pretended to have Lou Gehrig's disease.
Just addicted to baseball?
Kept getting back up on the Iron Horse.
That's funny. I remember my mom told me this when I was in kindergarten. I said I was descendant of Scottish kings, which I always thought was awesome. So I should shout out to me in kindergarten, just being like, I'm royalty. I don't know what I'm doing here in Houston.
Man, can you imagine having to be the subtitle guy on Scottish Kings of Comedy?
Holy shit, our friend was so fucked up.
Shout out CJ. I'm going to be real with you. We had a Scottish person show up to the festival show on Friday.
Really?
Talked to both of us repeatedly. Did not catch a word of it.
Oh man, she was I love her. So I saw her at the like the pre thing. There was a pre-party for the whatever. They always have those dumb little events.
Sounded like she had Loch Ness jaw.
Oh. I love the Scots. I love their goofy attitude. When they start drinking, I just smile and nod. I'm like, fucking right,
You don't ever.
and like this is coming from a drunk Southerner. Like I can speak like that feels close enough, but I still just
General rule of thumb: never try to drink with people from a country that's angry at England.
So everybody?
yeah, exactly. That's
Dude, I would start drinking again to drink with Kanye.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
I just I've been in a room with Kanye West once, and it was one of the weirder experiences of my life. I don't really care to repeat it.
Was it a poker room?
No, it was back when I just did the website design thing. I was part of a company that did a Super Bowl event when the Super Bowl was in Tampa.
Yeah.
And so I had one of those passes, and I was in a room where they were doing like a quasi listening party for 808s and Heartbreak. And it was just weird, man.
Being in the room with crazy famous people and crazy famous, because I'm not gonna like everyone calls Kanye like a genius or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what genius looks like. But
genius to me is just like you made one thing that everyone universally appreciates as brilliant. And to me, the college dropout qualifies. Like, as far as albums go, the fact that it's still 24 years later and it still holds up and people still talk about it in discussions. Like, if you get one, I can't deny you're a genius at that point, even if you are just a one-hit wonder. Like, there was a time where you hit the highest level it can go.
Yeah, you tapped into the mainframe, whatever that is. Like
whatever it is, however long you stayed there.
Yeah.
There's a moment where you got it.
Yeah, he's undeniably a genius. Now, but just because you're a genius doesn't mean you agree with everything they're saying. Like that's
also
that's
just
completely
because
different.
you're a genius at a thing doesn't mean you're a genius at all things. That's the thing that
Fair.
people get
That's-
messed up on.
okay.
Like, you can be a genius at making music that people like and be genuinely retarded at every other aspect of your life.
honestly,
Yeah, because
it
you have-
sometimes does retard a lot of things. Like if you talk like Stephen Hawking was still cheating on his wife, and his favorite thing to do on Epstein's Island.
Watch naked dwarfs do math. Mm-hmm. I actually
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't a sarcastic
That
guess.
was- that
I
was-
actually
that was-
know the answer to that.
That was his
question.
favorite thing to do was to watch.
Because if they're adult dwarfs, I don't even think he committed a crime.
I mean, I'd watch. Like, if you did math blasters in real life with like little midgets,
do you think that's
you
what
shot
he
them up through the 2 + 2 = 4, dude?
Do you think that's
Dwarf fucking is the Heineken Zero of pedophilia.
Do you think that's what he
I
calls?
apologize, Clinton Shorter.
Do you think that's what he calls his dick? His math blaster?
I think he calls pussy black holes.
It'd suck you right in.
That's so interesting. Dwarf pussies. All right, back to genius talk for a second. Just
The Heineken Zero of pedophilia might be the worst sentence my brain strings together this month.
oh, that's good. That was a good one. We still got 20 more minutes, big dog.
I'll see if I can crank it up.
To quote my granddad, long way to El Paso, brother.
A lot of ball left.
Yeah, a lot of ball left.
Like, the math part's the weirdest, though. Like, they just got to do equations on a fucking...
Solve for the cosine.
Like, he's just trying to find the biggest remainder.
Yeah,
What part of
exactly.
the fraction is attractive to... I don't...
He's just trying to get some.
But, like, I don't think just because you're a genius at a thing... I know that because, like, I'm not trying to brag about myself. I've been called a genius writer at this stuff before, and I'll take it, fine, whatever. I'll tell you firsthand, there are days I forget to feed myself.
Yep.
My brain legitimately doesn't remember that it needs food and water to survive.
Yeah.
I'm not a genius. I'm a very stupid person that's good at, like, 3 things.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with
But
that.
I mean, they're so locked in on one thing that like you can't think about everything else, right? Like that's part of it. That's why
It's how much do the people value your thing, you know? Because you can be a brilliant painter or a brilliant poet and you don't normally get like national love.
Until after you're dead.
Well, you can also be a huge piece of shit at everything else too. Like just because you're good at something, like doesn't mean you're not a fucking psychopath. Because generally, to become a genius, you have to be a psychopath.
Well, you have to,
in a way.
Yeah, if to become the top of your field, you have to kind of throw everything else by the wayside. Right?
You have to be willing to live in imbalance.
Yes.
And most people aren't. It's like, how far are you willing to let other things go by the wayside to singularly focus on your thing? And that varies person to person to person. Like, for me, I don't think there's ever been a day since I started doing this where I've literally gone 10 minutes without thinking about stand-up comedy in my act.
Right.
Yeah.
24/7. There are no off days from this. There are no, like, I'm always working on something at least in my head.
Right.
And I think you have to be that level of enamored with a thing to get to the higher levels. Otherwise, you just run out of time. Like, our race at this is real short. You're a veteran in this thing if you get to 10 years. And that's hopefully 10% of your life.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know when I became monk.
I mean, you
I don't know
weren't
when
when we
it
started, and we watched so many people wash in and out of this over the times. Like,
Right.
What do you think the average time? Like I'd say
2.
probably like 2 years, right? Yeah.
2 years, and then people realize that nobody's coming,
Yeah.
and they can't live with that realization. Nobody's picking you out of the crowd. Nobody's scouting your open mic. Like, you have to
Right.
make everything yourself.
Yep.
And people are like, oh, I don't want to work that hard. The rewards aren't enough, and they just leave. Or some people finally accept that they've hit, I'm just not funny. It's rare. It should happen way more often than it does.
Yeah. Well, because you'll also have the guy that's 12 years in. Ooh.
Well, it's only when their act has become so ingrained in their brain that where you just look like a third grader reciting like and then the Pilgrims and the Indians like hang out together at Roanoke, but instead they're doing bits that like are like 5 to 8 years old, which like I'd still have some old bits that I love, but you know, like
It's, to me, I've always looked at it as like people trying to remove the gambling from gambling. It's like they found a thing that they think is their best chance to have it work. So they don't want to try anything but that because they feel like that's the best shot they have to book a win, and they don't want to take the loss if it goes the other way.
right.
So they're never going to stray outside that parameter because they don't want to put it on the table and be like, I can't try a new joke. What if it tanks and I'm in a hole? Like,
The term "keep your day job."
Yeah.
Sort of.
if you can't take failure, you can't do this.
Right.
If you can't handle bombing,
Yeah. It's sales. Like sales is 90% failure rate. Like, and
Yeah.
that's why a lot of people fall out of that, right? Like, just because it sucks. It sucks hearing no constantly. Mm-hmm. But
that's
when
why
one,
ugly men are the best salesmen.
yeah.
Yeah. Like 100 no's in a day is nothing to me. I've been to a bar with women before.
It's funny.
Oh, well,
What else? What else do we want to talk about? I feel
mean,
like
I
we don't
keep-
want to be talking about comedy the whole time.
No, I mean, if we're talking about bombing, I guess we can mention the fact that I keep twitching, expecting Iran to get nuked. His homie's got an itchy trigger finger this week, apparently.
Didn't they do a 2-week ceasefire?
It lasted 12 hours.
Not even. It didn't last.
It's
10
already
minutes,
over.
yeah.
Ceasefire is already canceled because Iran's like in one of the points, like Israel has to stop attacking people. And this morning, Israel woke up and bombed Lebanon again.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, we didn't think you meant that in the agreement.
Yeah, but even Iran was fucking. They were sending shit out 10 minutes later. Like they never stopped either. So like, what the
Nobody
fuck?
was ever going to stop. Like,
No,
we
and-
lit a powder keg on the most unstable region in the world.
And with that too, like if you've killed all the leaders, like there is no. Is there a government or
Right.
a system in place to tell
Well,
all these
I mean,
cells to stop? Like,
The Iranian, what is it? The National Guard or the Revolutionary Guard has been trained since the 70s to be super fucking loyal to. So like they're all gonna fucking go down with the ship.
Can I say what the funniest part? And this is real fucking dark, but it's like they showed an article where like Iranian women and children are going outside power plants to be human shields, And I'm just watching this shit like, have you not watched the last 6 years of Trump? What the fuck do you think it's going to do for him? Like, he's going to add points to his score when he bombs your women and children. You're going to show the rest of the world he's a fucking... The world knows. You're not... You can go home, guys. We got the memo. It's also crazy to me that I spent my entire childhood being enrolled to be like, you have to be afraid of Pakistan. They have nuclear weapons. You have to be afraid of Saddam Hussein. He has nuclear weapons. What if these people get nuclear weapons? We're the only country in history to ever nuke somebody. And it looks like we're about to be the first country in history to nuke people twice.
Nukes, we're not going to nuke them.
Well, I would bet you 3-1 that Trump launches a nuke before he leaves office. $20 says Trump nukes somebody. You think he's going to let another president be the only president to nuke somebody?
Yeah.
You think he doesn't want to press the shiny
Dude,
red button?
the next time nukes get used, it's over. So
You think he's smart enough to realize that?
Yes, I do.
I do not.
I do.
I think he's going to launch one into Tehran before the end of this shit, bro. When he started quoting Oppenheimer and talking about ending civilizations, he had a hard on.
Yeah.
That man wants to press the button so
but that's
bad.
what he does with everything. You over exaggerate because you're gonna go halfway. Like that, it's the art of the deal. It's the same thing. It's you go for the fucking craziest shit you can say because they're gonna happily meet you halfway. Right, he's not going to nuke anybody. Like everybody's fucking going crazy over. We're not nuking shit. Now, are we going to fuck some shit up? Yeah.
He's so nuking.
No.
Your Iranian glass supplies are going to be at an all-time high within the next 6 months.
Do you remember
Good, because we're going to need to build some cathedrals and get these fuckers Jesus. We need some stained
Jesus
glass.
to the Iranian plateau.
He's going to bomb them so hard it's going to turn to the gay of Hormuz.
And I know y'all are thinking, well, but isn't Zoroastrianism a monotheistic religion that started in Iran?
It can't turn to that. They've already killed all the gays over there.
We're making a fresh generation with radiation. Just you wait.
I remember.
Is there that many gays in Japan?
Well,
Have you watched their cartoons?
Look, I didn't say furries. I said gays.
Isn't it all some flavor? Never.
yeah, I mean,
Bro, Iranian
seen a lot of their
anime is gonna
laptop
go
movies.
so hard.
We're arguing about the difference between cake and pie.
I think, dude, Iranian. Well, because do you remember the movie Super Troopers? It's great, Cap. It's Afghanistan animation.
A liter of petrol.
Here's a movie. Here's a phrase I never thought I'd say. Team America World Police was ahead of its time. They had a really prescient view on our diplomatic policy for the next 30 years.
Jesus Christ, yeah. It was like, that's so funny and over
Trey
the top.
Parker and Matt Stone have gotten so many things right.
See, I would say that they're geniuses in a very satirical way, yes.
I mean, they got put on Broadway. I think you can just straight say geniuses at this point.
They're looking for their EGOT, right? What is it?
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else has got an EGOT?
Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, from 30 Rock.
Tracy Jordan from 30 Rock.
That's funny.
Was that in the Walmart truck or?
I'm EGOT right now.
I think I love that guy. He's so funny. All right. Here's a thought that this is just a thought that annoys me. Just from being at the festival and then just traveling a bunch lately. Why do people from New York say that they're from New York in the first sentence that you meet them? Like, we know. Like, it's just always just a loud guy who's just like, yeah, you know, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, yeah, what's going on? My name's Bill. I'm from New York. And it's like, I could have figured that out. Like we have already figured that out, you gregarious asshole. Like,
I think it's one of those things, like, if you're from New York, you know people are going to judge you from it, so you just want to get it out the way up front.
So you do, like
the
this
same way
weird...
I think people from LA do it because they literally can't help it.
Right.
Like, it's the only thing they have to be proud of.
Oh, in LA?
LA?
Oh, in LA?
You know, if you're not doing comedy out in LA, you're not really doing
Right,
comedy.
exactly. Yeah.
Like,
Shout out Okoboji, Iowa. That's like...
I don't know. Like, every time I meet people from Los Angeles or New York, it makes me want to go there so much less. Like, if I have to be around people like you to be successful, I'm fine in mediocrity.
Right.
I would say too, like I think we get it a lot because of comedy. So they're trying to tell you what scene they're from too, right? In a way, but like with the accent, like if they're a native New York, you already know.
Yeah.
Like
You can
Because I wasn't even talking about straight comics. Because like
No,
I was
just
shooting
people.
pool. Yeah, I was shooting pool the other day, and this guy who was on the pool table next to me, it was just like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "Hey man, like it's I shoot pool during the day, so everyone's not hammered yet, you know."
Yeah.
I was just trying to talk about peeves,
man.
white peeves.
white.
Speaking of white peeps, you see homeboys trying to buy 50-cent masters.
Oh my god. Rick Ross is trying to buy
And lowballing the shit out of it. 500 grand for Beg for Mercy, one of the greatest albums of all fucking time.
So okay, all right. I guess because I'm a dumb guy who never learned the business. I learned the craft side, not the business side. What is all right? Because I've heard this for years. All right, what is a master? What does owning it mean? What is like? 'Cause
Basically, you can lease it. Like if you own the masters, you can lease it out to things, right?
You're the one.
Like,
All right.
You own the rights to this song or work of art. If it goes into a movie or a commercial or gets radio airplay, you are
Okay.
the receiver of said money.
All right. So like the Motown guys, when they bought all the masters from all their poor ass artists, or when they just signed contracts to where they owned the stuff. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically saying like we own this catalog of music. From
You
this
own the
song.
rights to it.
You own the rights to
Okay.
it.
yeah. So if they want to put it in GTA 6, you're the one getting paid.
Okay.
And so basically,
And
you're
so
Like the
why-
artist can still tour it. They can do everything like that, right? Like
I think they would. I think you can tour. I think you can tour your own music, but I think like a percentage of the proceeds has to go if you perform a song. You know what
That's
I'm
crazy.
saying? I'm not sure how
That's
entirely
crazy.
complicated
Okay,
it goes,
so-
but it's like you can still be compelled to do art and have other people make all of the money.
All right. Well, then I guess back to the question at hand. So why is Rick Ross just announcing that he wants to buy 50 Cent's masters? Or like-
Yeah, he's just
from
like he made an
G-Unit?
offer.
Or
he
like-
needs
yeah.
press for something.
Okay. All right.
I would
yeah.
assume.
Because, like, 50 Cent doesn't need the money because he's being offered the amount of money he withholds from his child every month.
Right.
Like, he's
No, like,
not
he-
like, this
that
is,
motherfucker's 33.
That's insane. That's crazy.
I don't care, man. If you got rich parents, you should be rich too. Like,
true.
if you choose to fucking have kids, you're responsible for their level of wealth. I'm sorry. Like, you can't be rich and have poor kids and be like, yeah, I tried. Doesn't work like that.
Man, fuck them kids.
Yeah, if it's fuck them kids, you raised them wrong. It's still your fault. You could have raised a
point.
better
No, sometimes
kid.
there's just a bad kid.
Well, okay, sure. There's a
You-
bad kid, but also like, if you're 50 Cent wealthy, like your son can have a nice apartment in
At
south of
30?
at South
Yeah.
Beverly Hills. Okay, that's an interesting point. All right.
Can we stop
Agree,
pretending
disagree, I love
like
that.
kids should have their lives together by 21?
That's all right. I agree
No,
with
that's
that. But
100% like agrees. They're like trying to get them set up, but like, dude, at 30, you're a fucking man.
No, I'm saying 30 should be close to the cutoff because if you want to know when I figured my life out, it's around 33.
Yeah,
I'm willing to give people the first third.
so, all right, I think. All right. I think it varies with class. I think it varies with class. Like if you're a rich guy, like there is a cash cocoon that like sometimes I don't know. You've met the Nepo babies that have gotten into our industry. You've met like all sorts of people like that. You know, when you go, how did you get that gig? And they go, oh, I just hung out at the store every night. And I go, well, weren't you tired from like drywall or something? And they
Yeah.
were like, no, I don't.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
didn't do that. I go, but
But how do you
how?
make
Yeah.
rent?
But how did
Yeah.
you get rent and gas and stuff? Like, don't get me like I know a bunch of what was the old like all of the guys in the 80s, all the Motley Crues of the world. They were like before we got famous, we would just fuck fat hairstylists and sleep in their houses and things like that. So
Yeah.
like I guess is that a workaround for
and that's what 50 Cent's son should have to do. Like,
look, if you don't want to be successful or you don't want to
go fuck the fat braid lady.
So your advice is get bitch or die trying?
yeah, get big or die try. Oh, if you could, I don't like saying masters as someone from Mississippi.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even just that. He wanted Lloyd Banks, he wanted Young Buck and Yayo's shit too.
Yeah.
And that was like a 1.5 for theirs.
And he wanted the right at like their collaboration album. I forget which one. One of their albums, he wanted the whole rights to that album too. And it's like, first off, like you haven't made a song since 2007 that was worth a fuck. Why are you?
Also,
talking?
Young Buck's put out like 24 albums.
Young Buck is the most prolific
Young Buck's
rapper.
first album was so fire, and people forget that.
Get him, Buck.
Man,
Shorty wanna ride with me.
She does.
Jesus, that song.
I
goes
still
fucking-
listen to that album when I'm driving through Nashville because, like, Young Buck's the only gangster I know from Nashville. It's always interesting because, like, living in Memphis and then going to Nashville, like,
I remember me and Nori, my dog, in the side by side, just blaring that song through the snow and the fucking.
If we're throwing shit back in the day, I'll argue that Lloyd Banks' "Hunger for More" is the most underrated of all the G Unit albums.
It was very.
There's
good.
like 6 solid fucking tracks on that song. Like,
It was very good.
the most underrated. Oh, what
it's hard
was,
to be a gangster named Lloyd, though. You know,
I mean, Lloyd, like the name Cornelius, started out rich white guy, has gone pretty urban.
there's nobody who looks less like their name in Houston comedy than Cornelius White.
But if your name's Lloyd, like your name starts with 2 L, you're taking 2 L's off the gate, and then you still end up with a dub, dude.
What if all of your Mexican friends are like, Yoid.
Yo soy el Cornelius.
I don't even like dudes with Y's in their name to begin with.
That's a bisexual letter. Is it a vowel?
I only like Brian's of their eyes, dude. Like, you know.
I always wondered if, like, when you're playing Wheel of Fortune and they tell you like 5 consonants and then a vowel, if you can guess why and claim it as your vowel, and just be like, sometimes it is, motherfucking count it.
Oh God! I was watching Wheel of Fortune with Hannah the other day, and she yelled out X, and I was like, "I'll divorce you." Like,
What the fuck?
We don't say X in Wheel of Fortune ever. She's
No.
like, "I was kidding." I go, "You weren't."
Like it's. Do you ever play that game, that Wordle game?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You start with. There's 2 words you start with. You start with audio and crest, because then you get your CRST and you get all your
All your vowels.
all your
Those are the
vowels.
big ones.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
And then, bro, you got it every time.
All right.
Hack the system.
Always hack the system, and by hacking the system, we're trying to hack the system right now. Please listen to our podcast more and buy tickets to stuff we're on. Ben, where can they find you?
Find me on Instagram at Very Dark Comedy, or our roast show at You Look Like Roast on Instagram. Blake.
At BMFJB everywhere, and then look out, we've got on May 9th, Roast Battle League coming to
May
the
9th,
Hive.
we've got Roast Battle League coming to Houston, Texas. You can find me at Will_Loden. Last thing, do you think the Astros are making the playoffs this year?
It's too soon to tell. Like the sample size is too small, but this feels like a no year.
Yeah, we just had our first fight in baseball yesterday, so it's like the season's just brand new, dude.
How you guys liking the ABS challenges? Because I am.
Well, you're a robot. You love those.
I like umpire shame.
Well,
yeah,
I honestly,
Buckner been taking it on the chin.
CB Buckner needs to retire yesterday.
we need more time to talk about this.
We do. We'll
Yeah,
do
definitely.
robot umpires another day. but-
Absolutely. All right. Love y'all. Have a wonderful evening. Good
Thanks
night.